Hey guys, welcome to Boxing Squared for boxing news and views from around the internet. Charles Martin, he's on his way back up, according to his manager. Apparently, he desperately wants a rematch against Anthony Joshua to prove he's the best. So, when I first read these comments, I literally had a laugh, a real chuckle. I thought, good old Charles Martin, he must be pulling our leg again. But Martin's team, they're serious, which even more cause for concern. So before I seek to tear Prince Charles a new one, let's go over what's actually being said. So his manager has been quoted by BoxingScene.com, shout out to Boxing Scene, as saying, so this is his manager here, I still believe that when Charles is at his best, he can beat anyone, and Charles now wants to prove that more than ever. If you know boxing, you know he's not taking these fights for money. He's taking them because he wants to get back to 100%. Next fight out, when we fight a top 15 opponent, you'll see him just about there. And when he's there, he's unbeatable. He wants to prove that to everyone. That's his motivation. He understands that he's going to have to win another belt to lure Joshua back. That's all he cares about, winning another title so that he can fight Joshua again. Okay, so quite a bit to unpack there, but we'll get into it. So this at his best comment. Well, he was at his best when he was fighting Anthony Joshua, and he was dominated. He was made to look a fool. Come on, no one is believing that statement. I'm not even sure the manager would believe that statement. I mean, you can't just throw these sorts of things out there and not expect people to sort of take a bite at that. I mean, look at his record. Besides a win against Glasgow, who I might add here, he was forced to retire during that fight with an injury. There is nothing and no one of note on his record. Okay, next. That comment about if you know boxing, he's not taking these fights for money. I mean, how ridiculous. We know that there's no money in those fights. But the reason that he's taking these fights is for money in the long run. I mean, I had more than a few lols over that comment. Plain and simple, the guy, as soon as he won the IBF strap, I mean, history's a good sort of guide here, they started shopping that belt around, and the highest bidder was Eddie Hearn. Hearn swooped in, and Martin got about £5 million for the fight with AJ. And as we can all recall, I'm sure, Martin basically laid down the first time he took a hard shot. It really was disgraceful. Do they think we've forgotten this? That wasn't a fight. It was a joke. Okay, next thing. The next fight being against the top 15 contender. Well, I guess we'll have to see about this, but I think the cautionary tale when you start throwing around top 15 is what they're really meaning is not the top 15 best boxers in the division. They're just saying someone who's ranked by a sanctioning body. So I wouldn't be expecting too much if I was you. And the last part of that statement from his manager, it's really the best bit. Him being unbeatable and wanting to prove it, win a belt, get a rematch. The only thing that he's proving through these ridiculous comments is that he's after another bundle of cash. But is anyone actually falling for this? I mean, come on. He lost all credibility after that first fight. Well, that fight, that'll be the only fight. There will be no second fight. I mean, who would want to see that anyway? He'd get his ass handed to him again. And, Charles Martin, I mean, he maybe should have thought about putting up a bit more of a stiffer fight. I mean, the guy had the belt for crying out loud. If you want to prove that you're the best way to do that, if you're the belt holder, is defend the belt. Then you get to keep it. Then you keep getting paid if you keep keeping it. That's how you ensure the decent paydays continue, instead of being one and done. I mean, just talking about this, it really does, one, it makes me laugh, but it makes me get a little bit angry too. I mean, it's ridiculous. Charles Martin, it's a joke. Okay, that's it from me. Hit like and subscribe. I'm out.